evening and welcome to DCUtv News. We're your anchors. I'm Megan Rowntree.
And I'm Rebecca Lumley.
Last week it was announced that student nurses' pay has increased to minimum wage. This increase came into effect on the 1st of March. The wage dispute has been an ongoing issue for student nurses for years. The Union of Students in Ireland were very active in campaigning for the wage increase, and it is a huge success for student politics. Katie Dawson, a student nurse, expressed her views on what it means to her.
Are you happy about the increase in wage for student nurses?
Honestly, I'm really happy. It's been kind of something that we've been fighting for an absolutely ridiculously long amount of time. I know for some people €3 may not seem like the biggest hurdle difference, but to us it is. We're standing there doing the 12-hour shifts, we're doing the nights, the weekends, Christmas, New Year's. Like, fair enough, they do try and give us as many hours, or the hours that kind of suits us best as well, but at the same time we are kind of stuck with the hours that no one wants. So for us, we do the same work as a staff nurse when we're on our internship. We just don't have our qualification yet. I know a lot of other courses as well, like they do inter, so inter gets paid. So for us, it's just kind of leveling the playing field a little bit. Like, it was kind of the decision that if it wasn't made, we wouldn't have got it ever. So all of us are absolutely delighted because it not only affects me, I'm a secondary nurse, so by the time I get there, it's sorted, but it also affects the interns that are at the minute. They're getting paid from tomorrow. They're getting paid from 6.49, they're getting up to 9.49 an hour, so it works out so much better for us. Also, it means that when we qualify, I think we have like a set pay scale, so it's like the longer you work in nursing, the more pay you get. So we start off, I think it's the second or third pay scale after we graduate because of this rise in pay that we're after getting. So everyone is absolutely delighted, so we could not.
Last week saw the launch of the first ever enactus week. I went out to see what happened, who organised it and how successful it was.
Sprint. Good, they're good.
Organising exercise classes taught by ex-prisoners is just one of enactus's bright ideas. Last week, the Society, which focuses on the improvement of social issues, held its own enactus week. This comes after Rag Week, which is annually a huge success in DCU. I spoke to Society member Lucy Mangan, who was down at the enactus bootcamp, to see what the Society is all about.
So in enactus we do social projects that help improve society, and this week is all about promoting the projects that we're going to be doing this year. So on Monday we had Miss DCU, which we were using to raise money for our social projects, and it was a huge success. There was over 170 people there, and we made loads of money for our social projects. Then on Tuesday nights I run a class called Head Starts for people with intellectual disabilities, and we do drama, dance, art and music with them, and they really enjoy it, and it's just really something to help you. Like, it's very empowering, and a lot of people volunteer, and we have a lot of members that get so excited to come to the classes. Then today, this is behind us here, there's a Care After Prison work camp, and it's run by an ex-prisoner called Kieran.
The camp is a social innovation to allow ex-prisoners make a livelihood. They will run every Wednesday at 3:30 in Albert College Park. Enactus then finished their week with a trip away.
We're going to Galway for the Enactus Ireland Spring Summit. So it's like a training day that we're all going to go and have fun, make friends and stuff like that. And it's just all about learning more about Enactus and helping yourself better yourself.
Enactus members say it's not too late to join the Society, and students can do so through the Students' Union. I'm Rebecca Lumley, DCUtv News. Last week, Offaly inter-county footballer Niall McNamee came into DCU as part of the Leadership Pod to talk about his career and how he struggled with addiction. Paul Dwyer got the full details on how the talk went.
Niall McNamee, Offaly county footballer and all-star player, came to talk to the DCU students to tell them about his struggles on and off the pitch.
During the talk, Niall spoke about how his gambling addiction escalated from a bit of fun on Saturday to a 7-day obsession.
So it used to be a Saturday morning for a couple of hours, or Saturday for a couple of hours, and after a while that became Saturday and Sunday, and after another short while that became Saturday, Sunday, Monday, until eventually it got to a stage where it was 7 days a week.
Niall also spoke about how he got into huge sums of debt due to gambling.
I wasn't overly flush, I had no money saved up. I definitely hadn't €3,000 saved up that I could go and pay back. So what I did, I went to the bank and I took out a loan of €3,000. I told them I was going to, I think it was buy a car. So I took out a loan, €3,000 to go back to pay off the bookie, and within a couple of days that €3,000 was lost as well.
That's all for me and Niall McNamee in the Student Union Hub. I'm Paul Dwyer and this is DCU.
LGBTA hosted Rainbow Week in DCU. This is the second annual week, and events occurred across campus that were organised by the LGBTA Society. I went out to see what happened and the importance of the week. DCU's LGBTA Society held their second annual Rainbow Week to celebrate sexuality and gender. I spoke to chairperson Hayley Halpin about its significance.
I think there's still a need for Rainbow Week on campus because after the referendum passed in May, people think that all LGBT issues have gone away, but that's not actually the case. We still have to fight for transgender rights. We still have to fight to, make sure homophobia isn't a thing anymore. We just need to educate people. A lot of people aren't educated regarding LGBT issues, so there's a lot of work that still needs to be done, so we just need to keep on going.
The first event of the week was a screening of The Queen of Ireland, a documentary film about drag queen Panty Bliss. Other events that took place include a bake sale in aid of the Transgender Equality Network Ireland, a coffee morning with rainbow face painting, as well as a Kiki dance workshop.
Cha-cha, real smooth. Let's go to work.
I spoke to one member of the society about what Rainbow Week means to her.
I think it's a really important week because it helps us celebrate our diversity, and also it kind of gives us a chance to see how we are accepted in a wider community and for people to come and celebrate who we are. I suppose it makes you feel more comfortable about who we are, and helps everyone feel included, I think, and a chance to kind of get to know who we are as a society.
I'm Megan Rowntree.
And finally, every year the Media Production Society holds a Battle of the Cams event where contestants have a week to film short movies that must contain certain techniques or criteria. Our reporter Niall O'Donoghue found out all the details.
DCUtv held their annual short film competition, the Battle of the Cams, recently. Students had 1 week to write, shoot and edit their film. Each short had to fulfill 3 criteria: slow motion, a slamming door and the line, "Now's not the time for." In total, 5 student-created films were showcased last Tuesday, with a variety of genres being represented, from romance to drama to comedy.
The winner of Battle of the Cams 2016 is Transaction.
The grand prize of the evening went to the buddy cop short Transaction, featuring a routine drug bust that goes horribly wrong.
You're a loose cannon, O'Keefe. I know. That's why I like to.
I also caught up with DCUtv manager Owen Luke to ask him what he thought of this year's competition.
100%, the quality was absolutely fantastic. Like, we were looking at the videos nearly in awe. Like, the editing was top class, and in particular the one that won, the Transaction. The guys, they're all studying multimedia things, so like they know what they're at, and it was just, we were just blown away by how good the quality was, because I remember when we were back in first year, like, we could hardly string 2 clips together, like, let alone do that, so we were very, very nicely surprised. It was very good. Judge each video based on 4 different things. First one was the structure of the video, how well the video panned out, kind of how well it was, the story was formed and then developed. Then the quality of the content, so basically whether the script was funny, whether the script was well written. We also judge it based on technical qualities of the video, so like the graphics, the editing, and like even simple editing, like kind of got good marks. So it wasn't kind of, if you tried something fancy and it didn't work, like, we would have noticed. But if it was, we gave good marks to ones that were just edited nicely and people knew what they were doing. So, and then the last one was obviously just how well our 3 criteria were incorporated into the videos, and we judged them on those 4 things.
This is Niall O'Donoghue for DCUtv News.
Thank you, Niall. That's it for now. We'll be back with more student-made news in a fortnight. Goodbye for now.
Goodbye.